Welcome to Access Granted Systems. My name is Adam. In this video, we're going to be discussing buttons, how to add a button to your website, how to use external links, how to use Access Granted Systems features with those buttons. We're going to add a button that adds some PDFs, and we're going to add a non-PDF as well. Okay, so let's get started here. I am logged in over at our example facility, and I'm logged in as a property manager. And this community is starting with our default website here. So I'm going to first like to preview that just to see what it looks like. Okay, so we're going to be editing these buttons here up top in a few minutes here, but I do like to start with adding a new button here. And the goal of this demo is to add a button to our Need Help section. So maybe you're a property management company that has a contact us form, has their own support system, and you'd like to use that. So let's go ahead and add a button that links to that. Okay, I'm going to go to Designer. To add any new element, we're going to click our yellow plus button over on the right-hand side. In this case, we're going to be adding a URL button. So here it is, and I'd like to move that down to my contact us form. So I click the hand icon and replace it right below this text here in our Need Help section. Okay, so the pencil icon is highlighted here, so I am editing this button here. For organizational purposes, I do like to change the field name, so we'll call this a contact us button. And the field label, notice it says button field 1, and that's button field 1 over here. So I like to rename that contact us. Now the target, this could be any link on the internet. It could be a Google Doc, a Google Form. It could be to your own website. In this case, it's going to be to an external contact us form. And so here's a link to that. It's going to open up this website here. Okay, and I do want to change the color. Maybe we'll make this a purple button. All right, so here's our contact us button. You can adjust the sizes if you wish, but I'm going to leave our default sizes there. And let's test this button by scrolling up to the preview. And I'm going to scroll down to our Need Help section. So there it is. So if I click this, it should open up an external website, and it's a little contact us form. Okay, so this was successfully created here, and that's how you add a new button. Okay, next thing I want to do is we're going to edit these buttons here, and we're going to put some Access Granted Systems features links into here. So maybe you're a community that uses our application portal or our online system. And so let's put a link to that. And we're also going to put a link to the Access Granted Systems Marketplace here. Okay, so any Access Granted Systems feature, the portal links are going to be listed here. So I'm going to click on this tab. In our case, we're going to grab the application portal link to the online application. So I'm going to click that clipboard right here. I'm going to go back to Designer, and I'd like to place that link into the Apply Online button. So I'm going to click the pencil icon, put the link there. Okay, and I'm going to adjust the text here. I'm going to get rid of that coming soon text. As soon as I click off into white space, notice the text updates. All right, next thing I want to do is do the same thing for our green marketplace button. So let's go to the portal links. We're going to go to the marketplace. Here's the link. We'll copy it to your clipboard. I'm going to go back to Designer. Let's scroll down to the green button. I'm going to click the pencil icon. And we're going to put that target right in there. So there it is. And our coming soon, let's get rid of that. So this marketplace button should work. Okay, so let's go ahead and test that by clicking the preview. So purchase marketplace. If I click that, that should open up the example facilities marketplace, and it does. So far so good. And our apply online button should be to your facilities online application, which it is. Okay. Right. The next part of this demo is we're going to add a PDF. So maybe your facility has some rules and you have a PDF version of those rules and you'd like that posted so people can read. We're going to click on the tab called Documents. And then you can add that PDF by clicking here. I do have some PDFs already ready to go for this demo here. And so one is our facility rules. You can just drag that and place it into the table here. So that's ready to go. I'm gonna add 2 more PDFs as well. We'll call it Flyer 1 and Flyer 2. Okay, so my goal is to get those pull rules posted on the website. And so this link here will copy a URL that's linked to this PDF. I'm gonna click on Designer, and I'm gonna use this button for the rules. I'm gonna click the pencil icon that I copied, and I'm gonna paste right in there. Okay, and then the field label, let's get rid of the coming soon again. So this should be linked to our pull rules. Now I have another flyer here that I uploaded. So I'm going to put flyer number 1 into this button here. So I'm going to go back to documents. So here's flyer number 1. So I'm going to copy that. And then let's go back to the designer. I'm going to paste it into that target. So I'm going to control V, paste it in there. Okay, let's get rid of that coming soon. And in fact, we want to rename that. We want to call it add documents. So we'll call it flyer 1 or whatever you wish. So there's flyer 1. Now I have another flyer I like to add here. So this is a button group here. And so let's go ahead and add a new button into this group here. So a button. And here's the new button popped in here. So I do want that button after the flyer 1. So I'm going to move it down after it. So the pencil icon. So the field name, it says button field for organizational purposes. Let's call this flyer button 2. And the field label, we'll call this flyer 2. And then we need the target. And so we're going to go back up to our documents, flyer 2. We're going to copy that link. We're going to click designer. So we're going to go back down to flyer 2. We still have the pencil icon highlighted. I'm going to control the link right in there. So this should be flyer number 2 now. And that button color, let's change that to the yellow ones as well. Okay, so now we have flyer number 2. Okay, so we'll do a quick test on our PDFs that we've uploaded. So I'm going to hit preview. And I'm going to click any one of these. So this one should take us to our pull rules, in which it does. So notice it does open up a new tab, and I'm using Chrome. So Chrome, you can download it or print it out if you wish. Okay, so that's how PDFs work. So the last part of this demo here is how to upload something other than a PDF. And so in this case, I would like to upload a Word document. And a lot of communities, they do like to put a paper application on their website that mirrors the online application. So that's the goal of the next few seconds here. I'm going to click designer, and our default template does have a placeholder for this. Notice the print application coming soon here. This is a hidden field, so I like to unhide that, and I like to place this Word document into this button here. Okay, so first off, let's upload that Word document. So we're going to go to documents, and I'm going to take that, drag it into our table here. So here's our sample application for example pool. I'm going to grab this link onto my clipboard, and I'm going to go back to designer. So let's go and scroll down to the print application. I'm going to click the pencil icon, and the first thing I like to do is just unhide that button. I'm going to hit target. I'm going to paste that link in there, and let's change the text. We'll get rid of the coming soon. Okay. So now my print application button should be working. So I'm going to scroll up and test it. We're going to hit preview. There's the button. And the difference between a PDF and any other document is it just simply downloads it. And so if I click that, it'll go to my downloads folder where the person can print out the Word document or just simply open up the Word document. Okay, so that's the quick demo of how buttons work, and I appreciate you watching, and thank you.